You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
He's probably having consensual relations with a humpback.
You had a very millennial day. Get ready for some great Gatsby fan fiction. If what you're receiving is a trickle down, you're always going to be thirsty.
Give me punk rock Instagram.
Eat the rich.
Eat the rich. Fucking eat the rich. Seriously. Welcome to the first episode of Born in the 80s 2019. We're starting a new numbering system. We have to get into the scientific notation now because we have so many episodes.
Are we going to do it by seasons now? This is going to be
3.39 times 10 to the...
Wait, 337 though.
Oh, I thought
sorry.
we were going to have to transition to a 64-bit date format so that we don't get screwed in 2038.
That's true. That's part of the plans.
Season 2, episode 1. Go.
Yes, season 2.
Born in the 80s, season 2.
The first season was 338 episodes.
Yeah, it's just the standard
36.
336 episode season.
TJ, there's a couple secret
unnumbered
episodes that Matt and I didn't tell you about.
There's a lot
of
episodes.
unnumbered episodes.
That's true. 337. This is.
That's what you put in the doc.
That's what I heard from.
It's accurate.
Someone
to because I looked up on the website when was the last episode out? We took like a huge break because apparently nobody could be around.
Yeah. Well, there was this like Christmas thing that happened.
Oh, what's that?
It's
Christopher
where
Miss?
Yeah, Christopher Krampus missed.
Is it uploaded on our YouTube so we can give people links to it?
Oh,
What?
that?
Yeah,
it can be.
Episode.
Yeah, we should put that up. That was fun. We did a weird thing.
Yeah, I forgot that wasn't an actual episode.
Yeah, that was the thing we did in lieu of an episode where I just looked through the 1994 JCPenney Wish Book.
All right, and that is going to YouTube,
catalog.
so
The
check
Sears
that
is
out.
the Wish Book.
Just search for Retro Christmas Catalog-a-thon, a bite special.
Or even better, just join our Discord. That's YOLO420.com/born-in-the-80s.
Yeah.
All right, can we
we'll have links to it
introduce
there.
ourselves? I'm John Dangero, your host, joined by my co-hosts.
For season 2, I'm Danger Matt, Danger Hag, Danger.
Wow. You're more dangerous than I am by
Yes.
a factor of 3.
Yes.
And to announce my 2020 candidacy, TJ Hindsight May, because hindsight is 2020.
Wow. Wait, are you running with Hindsight as your
No.
running mate?
No, that's my official middle name going into
okay.
2020.
Okay.
Got
Have
it,
you
got
picked a running mate yet?
No, not yet. Still looking for candidates.
You need to okay, I've got it, right? So you got your campaign poster will say TJ Hindsight May is 2020. You just need to get a candidate whose last name is.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're in there.
Yes.
We got this.
I don't know if that exists, but
So it just says hindsight is
Oh,
2020.
sorry,
Or
we have
could
to
it be
salute-
like IZ?
the national anthem is playing.
Yes.
This is it, right?
I think so. I don't know if it's official yet, but it's. I mean, we're gonna.
This
get
is
there
this is our country's national anthem
Yes.
now, right?
Yes.
It's
Let's go,
changed.
comrades. We got this.
Comrade.
So, thanks. Oh, that's some
Actually-
light political humor for you folks. Russia.
The person's last name doesn't need to be is. Their initials just need to be is.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
IS.
TJIS 2020.
Hold
Or sorry,
on, let me
hindsight IS
see.
2020.
There's
That's
a
right.
database of celebrity initials.
You have a
Wait, we're gonna
database
get
of celebrity initials?
His own personal one, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just assuming it's out there. People buy initials. All right.
All right.
I.
S.
Well, okay, there we go.
I'm looking
IS.
it up. I'm looking it up too.
Ian Somerhalder, Irina Shayek, I. Soliman, Iona. Okay, I don't know any of these people.
You have a really short bench for this. Oh, Ichiro Suzuki. There's one.
Oh, that's a good
Ooh.
one.
He is a former. I think he retired. He's 45, baseball player.
Okay.
He may have moved back to Japan. I don't know.
Oh.
Wait, Igor Sikorsky. He's still alive, right? He's Russian. Oh, he died in 1972. All right, that's not helping us.
Okay. How about Ingrid Steger, who is, well, I mean, she's quite old now. And also...
All right, I've got it, TJ.
Okay.
Still alive, though. Born in 1947.
Get Idris Elba.
Elba.
But just make him change his last name to Selba.
Yeah, no, just move the
It'll
S
be
over,
pronounced,
so it's Idris
it'll be
Elba.
pronounced the same, so like no one will care.
Can I just like
This celebrity thing is 1,000 names long.
Can I just get like Idina Menzel, the voice of Elsa from Frozen, and just have her marry someone whose last name is S?
That's true.
It's easier.
Yes, just do an arranged marriage for your political ambitions.
This sounds good. I like it.
Oh.
I mean, it's
Okay, well, you could resurrect politically progressive American investigative journalist I.F. Stone.
this entire list of names is like 90% Russian names. There's a
There's so
lot
many
of Russian
Igors.
names that start with I.
Oh, the first name, the first letter
Ivan.
I.
Igor, Ivan, Ilya,
Ivanka.
yeah, Ivanka. There you go.
There we go. Unite the left and the right.
The new, totally not baggaged person, new on the scene, Ivanka Smith.
That's right. You've never seen her before. She may look like someone you know, but it's not. Obviously, the last name is different, so...
Yes, obviously. Come on.
I mean, these are all like Ivans and Igors here. Is this website made from Russia? Because this is mostly Russian names.
There was a famous American lawyer named Increase Sumner.
Wait, I've got it. Wait, was his name Itzhak Stern, the guy from Schindler's List? It's Oscar Schindler. Damn,
It's
so close.
Isaac Schoenberg.
Okay.
That sounds German.
All right,
Oh, no, he was a Romanian-American mathematician.
I mean,
Yeah.
Romanian.
Mathematicians.
Hey, yeah, you could be the math party. You could all be about balancing the budget.
Yeah, politics. Man, we're good at this.
Man, 2019 already started off on the podcast on a political bent. So
I can go two different directions with this.
Okay.
Number one, I want to read a tweet that's on a billboard
Okay.
from December 31st. Or
Okay.
number two, I've got a great question to answer.
Let's do it both. Let's
Yeah,
just get
Billboard
on
tweet
this.
first. I feel like that'll be faster.
Okay. Now, I don't know if this is really from the person it says it's from. It says it's from John McAfee.
Oh,
the
yeah.
person who runs McAfee.
If it's from
It is
him,
from
it's
him.
definitely, because that dude is insane.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is an insane person.
All right. I'm not going to say this quiet. I don't care if my kids hear this, but it's
Wow.
very appropriate. All right, here we go. Starting 2019 with a bang. You ready? With a literal bang. Enough of the whale fucking is non-consensual bullshit. A humpback whale weighs 70,000 pounds, is 50 feet long, can dive more than a quarter mile, and can crush ships with a single swipe of its tail. If a human manages to fuck one, you damn well better believe it's consensual.
I can confirm that was posted on his Twitter account.
Did it actually originally originate from John McAfee? Because this sounds
Yeah.
like a copy pasta.
No, it was. That man is insane. There's a fun video of him on YouTube, just like doing tons of drugs surrounded by hired women.
Yes. Yeah, dude, that guy is. It's like, isn't he? Is he like actively on the run from like U.S. authorities?
I don't know. But this billboard has his tweet up there with the McAfee logo, "Together is power," right next to it.
Oh, nice. What is he up to?
Well,
He starred in a Showtime movie called Gringo: The Dangerous Life of John McAfee, or
Yeah.
McAfee.
he's probably having consensual relations with a humpback.
Legal issues.
I'm just saying, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. All right, let's just go through John McAfee's legal issues.
All right, it's tech time where we learn about McAfee.
On April 30th, 2012, McAfee's property. So make sure you have your McAfee antivirus installed.
Yes.
Property in Orange Walk Town, Belize, was raided by the gang suppression unit of the Belize Police Department. That time, McAfee was in bed with his girlfriend, who he said was traumatized by the incident. So he was arrested for unlicensed drug manufacturing and possession of an unlicensed weapon. He was released without charge. And then later that year, he was searched as a person of interest in connection of a murder of American expatriate Gregory Viant Fial. He's found dead of a gunshot wound in Belize. So he's like living in Belize and possibly like running a drug ring.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so that's what he's up to.
That's what I expect out of a guy who makes
He was
antivirus
in
software.
Guatemalan jail for a while when he entered Guatemala in 2012. He had multiple heart attacks in the Guatemalan jail.
What? Like
Well, nope,
overdoses?
check this out. McAfee later said he faked the heart attacks while being held to buy more time for his attorneys to file a series of appeals that prevented him from being deported to Belize. And so he was sent back to the U.S., deported to the U.S. So basically, he is currently wanted in Belize, but now lives in Tennessee, where in 2015 he was arrested in charges of driving under the influence and possessing a firearm while intoxicated. And I want you to guess what state the next legal trouble he had was in.
Texas.
Come on,
California.
DJ.
Wait, what state was he in?
What state was he in the next time he comes up in legal problems?
Florida.
Hell yeah!
Ah, shit.
Come on, Matt, you missed the layup.
Florida man.
The circuit court in Orlando, Florida, found that he was. Oh no, he was a wrongful death claim was filed for the death of that guy who lived, who he was. What is it? Originally arrested in Belize for. I guess they filed a civil suit in Florida because the guy was from Florida. So, anyway, yeah. So that's our good boy John McAfee. Get that antivirus.
Yeah.
Weird. He's British. No, he's not.
No, yeah.
Doesn't
He was an army brat.
Doesn't he also not use his own antivirus?
No, he does.
I think he's on record.
I think he was
saying that.
pushed out of the company for being too crazy, so he's got a real vendetta against them.
Okay.
Of course. So yeah, he's doing well. All right.
That is a man that exists in this world. That is
Yeah.
a life that was one of the options when you were born.
Yeah.
But the thing is, people in this country really respond to crazy. Maybe he should be my running mate.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, if anyone... Okay, so imagine this. Vice President debate. Him versus Mike Pence.
I mean, he's gonna win that debate.
Yeah.
Mike Pence ain't winning nothing.
Just every time it cuts over to him for an answer, he pulls his head up from a pile of white powder like, all right, here's what we're going to do.
We're going to take 50 whales, strap some lasers on them, take over the world. And that's all I got to say is, if you don't vote for me, I'm going to send John McAfee on you. Done.
Sorry, I just went onto Facebook to just look up things, and Facebook popped up a message saying, "We have a important question of our users," and it says, "What do you? What is your answer to the following question? Does Facebook care about its users?"
No.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
it was
what
like,
are the possible options?
Well, there was agree strongly, agree, no decision, disagree or disagree strongly.
I haven't been on Facebook in a month and a half. Let's
Okay.
see what's going on Facebook.
So that's
I put
something
di-
Facebook will do. They'll put 5 answers, and at least 3 of them will be some variation of agree, and that allows them to kind of fudge the results. So when they go to Congress, it'll be like, oh yeah, like 80% of people responded with some form of positive response.
All right.
Yeah, like, 4 out of these 5 options are positive. So, yeah, it's kind of. But anyway, I put disagree because obviously not. They care about making money for themselves.
I went on the Facebook for the first time in about a month and a half.
You went on the Facebook.
The Facebook. I can confirm that you haven't been on Facebook because you called it the Facebook.
Yes. And it said I had 4 messages in Facebook Messenger, so I opened it up. And it's pulling some friendiversary bullshit on me.
I'm
like,
your friendiversary?
Those aren't messages. I have a first friendiversary with my nephew, first friendiversary with an old coworker of mine. Aaron, listener of the podcast, second friendiversary.
Nice.
It's 2 years of friendship. And someone else, 7 years of friendship. Those aren't messages.
Yeah, so they were just notifications.
They're notifications because they want you to interact more with their stuff.
Yeah.
So
I'm to the point where, like, Facebook is thirsty enough that they'll send me an email when somebody who I'm like...
You didn't have a notification in there because we didn't do it in the past 2 months.
Somebody who I'm like
Facebook friends in the past 2
tangentially
months.
related to will post on an unrelated group, and then it'll be like, hey, this happened. Please click my link. Give me your tasty, tasty data.
Yeah, Facebook is like super thirsty, and I like
80
basically
notifications.
never go on Facebook. The only time I go on Facebook is to like look at pictures of my relatives' animals.
I still need to tell my sister that I don't know that she's pregnant and married.
What?
My sister got married and pregnant in the past few months, and she didn't.
In what order?
I don't care. It's life. It's life choices. It really doesn't matter. I don't really care.
Wow. You don't care about your relatives, huh?
She never told me.
Well, that's true.
Was
My sister.
it
We used to be
just
really
like,
close.
I assume everybody knows because they put it on Facebook?
Probably.
Yeah, I run into that sometimes too, but luckily it's stuff I never really care about.
I'm to the point where I'm honestly thinking of not going up to the Christmas that they're doing in February because that's when everyone has time available. Because it's not important for me to go up there, and then there's a baby shower that says my sister's baby shower. I'm like, what is she? I almost want to tell them, what is she like setting up a baby shower for someone? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you could just send her a link to this episode.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Tune in, man.
Yep.
Listen up.
Don't know that she mismarried. Don't know that she's having a baby. She doesn't feel it's important to tell me.
Let me just find some appropriate music for that.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Did John McAfee fuck a whale then? Is that what happened?
Yes.
I'm assuming so.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is probably his reasonable doubt.
I got it. He's just like getting ahead of the bad PR and like,
when you're rich, they let you do it. Is the thing.
Yeah, they grab the whale.
Grab the whale by the horns.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a mammal, so it has a whale pussy.
Wow.
There's just
the
saying.
episode title.
Yep.
That'll play well. That'll get lots of clicks.
Yeah, just submit this episode to Jezebel, and we can just get all kinds of fun new listeners. And I'll never have a political career.
That's true.
But
would you want one?
No.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So before we go ahead and answer a question, did you guys have a good New Year's? Like, what? I don't care about New Year's anymore. Also, I had to fall asleep during it, but that was a whole different thing.
I ate so much pizza that it made me sick.
Nice.
It was pizza with tater tots on it. There was
from where?
I don't know. I was pretty drunk and I wasn't involved in the ordering process.
Okay.
Wasn't Glass Nickel pizza?
Oh no, it might have been Toppers.
Toppers, they do have a tater tot like on pizza thing.
Yeah.
Glass Nickel has a really good the couch potato pizza, which is I believe ground beef, bacon, and potatoes.
That sounds like potato skins on a pizza.
Not potatoes. I'm sorry, it's just French fries on the pizza.
Still,
man.
it's
That's
like,
a good pizza.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good pizza.
Yeah.
No, I had a pretty quiet thing. Like, I was with Kirsten and 3 other people, and we just shut up. We just played games, and
What games? Anything good? Drinking games?
The Cyanide and Happiness game that I can't remember the name of, and then Codenames Pictures, which I can talk about a little bit
Exploding
later.
Kittens?
No.
Is that the Sideways Happiness one?
No,
that's
oatmeal.
Saturday morning breakfast cereal, I think.
What? You guys speaking a different language? Is 2019 different now?
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't realize.
Welcome to the
it's just-
future.
It's just... Is that Joking Hazard?
Yeah, Joking Hazard. That was it.
Okay.
What?
It's like Joking Hazard is just like Cards Against Humanity, except you're assembling a 3-panel comic strip.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play any board games. I played drinking games at my New Year's Eve party. It made me feel young.
Until
You
the
played-
next morning when you were like, oh shit.
No, I didn't drink too much. I only had light beer during the drinking games, so I didn't load up.
Yeah. I was surprised. I don't know if it was, I just had so much pizza in my system that it absorbed everything, but I woke up feeling fine.
Nice. That's always good. One gluttony cured the other gluttony.
Yes.
The gluttony of food cured the gluttony for alcohol. That's how it should always work, right?
Yeah, and then I had brunch at like 2 o'clock today.
Wow.
And then
you had a very millennial day.
It was, yes, I had,
Played board games with your friends
I had a
and
bagel
then
on
ate
lox.
brunch.
and
Was there any avocado toast
no,
consumed?
but there was a horchata latte. And that was,
Horchata?
yeah. It tasted like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It was great.
Nice.
I had to
horchata's
work.
Good. You worked on New Year's Eve?
No, I worked on New Year's Day.
New Year's
Open.
Ah,
Day.
of course.
I had to wake up at 5:15. That's why I had to go to sleep.
Oh,
before New Year's.
no. You could just pull it all
Who's
nighter.
rolling into Savers at
Nobody.
at open? Nobody. Why?
No.
I can't
We
believe
had
it.
3 people in the first hour.
I can't believe places like I understand like businesses are like, yeah, we got to be open because people are going to be out. It's a holiday,
Yeah.
especially retail.
Savers,
But it's like
thrift
no
shop,
one is going to be out early.
old people.
You can open, yeah, I know, but you can open at like 10 a.m. You know, people will be fine.
I was thinking
Like-
11:30. We closed
like-
early today too, though.
Oh,
We should have opened late instead of closed
yeah,
early.
like what?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Everybody's hungover. Nobody's going to get out of bed early.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, whatever. It is what it is. But, what's the? I'm gonna ask live. What's the line on my Lunar games?
Oh, they're already gone.
I asked you to save them for me.
I can't.
The name
hold
of
them.
the store is Savers, TJ.
Yeah,
Um,
false advertising.
but I priced both Lunar games at based on what I could find from the internet and wanted to underprice that a bit. I priced them at $50 a piece.
Yeah, that's about right.
They were going for like 80, even with the stuff that one was missing a soundtrack. The other one was missing the memory card holder, but otherwise those collector's editions were complete.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I would want Lunar 2. I have Lunar 1, the whole box.
Yeah,
You know, but I could probably use an additional box because I think the cardboard box is dead at this point. I have like the jewel case and the booklet and everything, all the CDs, but
a cloth map.
I have. Oh God, you know, it's all
This
those
one
things are probably lost by now.
This one had the cloth map,
Wow.
and then
I
also
mean,
had the Ark the Lad collection too.
It's
was the other
not
one.
like a big deal because I'm not like into collecting old games. I mean, again, we'll talk about. I've ranted about this so many times.
I just want to be able to play
You
them.
can't play these anywhere else. Like preservation wise, this
Yeah.
has not been re-released.
And it's not even on the digital store PS3, right?
No. You
bull
can
crap.
play Lunar Silver Star Chronicles Complete, the weird remaster they made for the PSP that changed all of the cutscenes and the dub, as well as the dialogue and stuff throughout the game. So it's not the same game, and they did redid the graphics as well. So it's like, no, I want to play the original. Like, just give me a fucking port. But they don't do that. Anyway. So, I'm not going to rant more about that now, but it's just kind of like one of those things that's like... well, the nice thing about those PlayStation 1 games, though. You can play them on PS
3 and 2.
PS3. Yeah, I didn't even know.
I told you.
I know.
Many times.
Now I know.
I tell everyone.
Now I play. I want you to know that there are multiple people that I've told that to. They're like, really? You can play PlayStation 1 games on the PS3? You have to have the old one, right? The launch one. I was like, no. All of them can play PS1 games. That's bad messaging from Sony. Yeah. Because I thought you had to have the launch one to play PS1 games. But no.
Just PS2. An easiest way to identify it just has to be a fat system with 4 USBs. Those play PS2 games.
Yeah. Well, I don't really care about PS2 games. There'll be a PS2 Classic that will have like 3 games of like the 50 I'd want. So
it'll
that
only
PS1 Classic. Can we talk
$60 on Amazon now?
I know it's already price dropped heavily. I think it's been hacked, like very quickly.
Yeah. So now the only point to get it is if you want to put a bunch of your own ROMs on it, right?
Correct. But I don't know if it works with that. I haven't heard that, but I know that if you hit escape, you just plug any USB keyboard in, and if at the title you hit escape, it brings up like the ROM options menu, and you can switch the emulation from PAL to like the better emulation.
Isn't like 60% of them on the PAL?
Yeah,
50 frames per second for no reason.
I've heard people debate like why. Okay, so just to give background to this, the PlayStation Classic has a bunch of games in PAL format, which is the European standard for televisions back in the day format, and that ran at 50 hertz, which means it's like 50 frames per second, like just to simplify it.
Or if it was 2 channels, it's 25
whereas the US one worked at and the reason why it is because the US TVs ran at 29.97 FPS or whatever, and European TVs were 25.
It was based on the
24.498 or something.
It was the pulse from the electricity.
The current.
Correct.
Part of it.
Exactly. So they're just set up differently. They aren't anymore because everything's like digital now. But the way it was that back then.
In my day, when TV was analog.
So the reason why they did this, TJ, people have speculated, and I was like, why would you do this? It's because the European version probably has more languages installed by default.
Oh,
because it's probably got the French, Spanish, so they can sell it worldwide without having to change anything.
Francais, Espanol, Belgique.
Whereas we know Nintendo released a Super Famicom for Japan Classic, a Super Nintendo Classic for Europe, and then a Super Nintendo Classic for the US. They had 3 different ones.
With different games in each one.
Correct. Well, no, the Europe and the US one I don't think had any difference.
I thought it was like 2 different games.
Maybe
but they're just the names.
Yeah, it may have been the same games, but the European versions of them, so if they were slightly different. So it's just kind of like a dumb thing that they did, and you can like switch it to 60 hertz like in the emulator, so it's like, oh, it runs fine now. Why would they have this? Like, why would they not have updated these to 60 hertz? Like,
they stole someone's emulator, I think, to put it in there too.
Probably. Well, it's probably open source, so it's not stealing technically.
Yeah.
But they sold it at a profit.
Yeah, but you're allowed to do that with open source.
I guess
that's the whole point. Anyone's allowed to use it. I always find it gross when like huge companies use open source stuff because like you could afford to pay people to make their own versions, but I mean if open source
it's cheaper not to. Is the thing.
Yeah, and I mean if open source is good, why rebuild something that's already like good? But I don't know if it's been hacked to put games on, but I'm sure that's got to be. I mean, you get to that ROM menu.
Yeah, if you can get to the ROM menu, it seems like it wouldn't be too much of a jump.
Can we talk about our Christmases? Did anyone get any interesting Christmas gifts? Our last episode was recorded week before Christmas, so
depression.
I got candy.
I got candy.
I
got socks.
I got socks too.
I didn't get socks this year. I want socks.
I haven't had
I'm
Christmas
wearing a
with
pair
my
now.
parents yet, so I might get something.
I did get some socks. I did get some socks.
Matt, it's the 1st of January. I think Christmas is well past due.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is that we have to find a time where everybody can get together, and that's difficult.
Oh,
we're all very busy, important people.
My family got together. Everyone just happened to have this one day off at the end of December. I think it was the 25th. Everybody had off, so we all got together.
I was in
at my
Janesville
house,
for that at a different Christmas. So I've got a lot of Christmases. Okay.
Here's the thing, Matt.
Yes.
I'll teach you a way to solve this.
Okay.
Buy a house.
No.
And then force everyone to come to your Christmas or go somewhere else.
That sounds
Which
awful.
is what I did. I was like, you come to my house because we're not traveling.
Play by my rules.
And then I bought a $160 piece of meat to cook in the oven.
Is that a lot for meat? That seems like a lot for meat.
Yeah.
It was a standing rib roast, which is prime
New
rib.
from Bite Industries, the Retro Christmas Catalogathon.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. You can go ahead and watch that.
We made
Do that
a
right now.
standing rib roast. TJ may ogle like 13-year-olds in that. I don't remember. I think we made a lot of jokes about it. So we're gonna
man.
Something, yeah.
We're going to get fired from future Disney movies.
The thumbnail that YouTube chose for that is fucking perfect.
Is it me? No, wait. It wouldn't have
No.
been me because we didn't have our
It's,
faces.
We didn't
it's
have
a
face
catalog
cams.
lady. It's so great.
Oh, nice.
That's great. I want to see it now.
YouTube knows, man. It's got that SEO
Yeah,
juiced in.
I wonder if it has facial recognition.
No, but I made a standing rib roast, which is just prime rib. Have you ever had prime rib at a restaurant?
Probably.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like
It's just
it's
it's
like
just a steak
secondary
cut.
rib, but first.
yes. So prime rib is just like a baked giant like piece of like it's the ribs of a cow basically with
Like
the meat.
the entire side of
So have
the
you ever
cow.
had ribeye, Matt?
Probably. It's all blurring together.
It's a steak cut.
People
and
put
rib
stuff in
roast-
front of me, and then I put it in my mouth.
So like a rib roast is like an 11 pound, or the one I got was an 11-pound thick ribeye steak, and then you cook it in the oven,
That's
and then
ridiculous.
and then it's delicious. And it wasn't 160 because I got it on sale for like 70.
And you
but-
bought it out of the
It's
trunk
what
of
it
somebody's
would
car.
have cost had it not been on sale.
I got
So
a
my
pocket.
relatives love me.
I got a pocket screwdriver that says "Dad" on it.
Oh, nice.
That's actually, I feel like that would be very useful.
It
I always
is.
need a screwdriver.
It's got 4 bits, and I just keep it in my pocket now.
That's
It's
good.
nice.
That's good. I had to use a screwdriver this weekend because I got that gaming laptop for.
I got a little like wallet
I need
pocket
to-
tool that has like all kinds. It's like a little multi-tool that's the size of a credit card.
Yep.
So, and it's got
I had one of those for a
got
while.
blades and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just
got
like
like a bottle
eventually
opener.
gonna forget about it and go through TSA and get it taken away. That's my
That'll
plan.
happen.
Yeah.
That's the worst too when you like go through and you're like, and you have your like. Well, they don't do this anymore. Actually, they've relaxed the liquids thing. Now I don't think you have to have them in a separate bag. On TSA, you just have to have them less than 2 ounces a bottle. But like you go with your
when
full
we went
size.
to- when we went to Iceland, they wanted us to put it in like a gallon plastic bag, but it could be like inside of your other bags.
Yeah, they don't make you take it out anymore.
Yeah.
But when I was traveling domestically flying this year, they didn't tell me to do anything with liquids. They were just like, it's fine. Because they have, it depends on like the airport, because at least the Madison one has the scanner that is like, you don't need to take anything out because we can find anything.
Yeah.
And they can't actually, because the TSA have foiled, I think 0 terrorist attempts, because the shoe bomber that got on the plane made it through TSA fine and was only stopped by an air marshal who was on the plane. So it's not like it's actually working. It
No,
just makes you think
it's
it's
security
working.
theater.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the Adam ruins everything.
Yes, it is. I think that
so-
one's still on Netflix.
It is. Yeah, but that's kind of the way it is, and it's kind of annoying. But it's just annoying that you have to take your laptop out if you're traveling for work and put it in a separate bin.
Yeah.
And then if you have a second laptop, because you do have a different laptop than your work laptop that you're traveling with.
But yet, because I asked this specifically one time, did I have to take out my gaming devices?
Yes.
No.
You don't. No.
No. I can leave it in my bag. I have 5
Yeah,
gaming
it's
devices in there.
laptops specifically they care about.
Laptops play along.
Yeah, I should bring a Switch when I travel again. Although I don't know how much flying I'm going to do. I'm going to try and drive more than fly if I can.
We
I hate
need
flying.
self-driving cars so I can play my Switch while driving.
Yeah.
I know.
I would take
You
so
could-
many road trips if we had that kind of stuff. I would just be like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna nap and wake up in like Oregon or something. Go to Colorado.
This is
That's
why
the future.
a better nationwide train system would have been nice.
I was about to say, this
Yeah.
is basically why we should have a nationwide train system that we do not have.
Yeah, but
maybe
no,
we'll
I
have
don't.
it.
I don't think you guys understand. The auto industry can make more money if we don't, so we should
No.
have one.
That's not it. What we should do is we should build tunnels underneath cities where if you have a Tesla, you
Yes.
can use it.
Yes, you have to be super rich for it. That'll solve everything.
But I mean, you saw that, right? The like
Yeah.
fucking traffic thing that Elon Musk solved. It's like, oh, if you have a Tesla, you can go in this underground tube that goes like 45 miles an hour. So you basically invented a shitty train.
yeah,
Like,
you invented a train for cars.
yeah, a train for cars. This is not an innovation in any way. I mean, to be fair to Elon, that is different than the Hyperloop. This isn't like that. This was a different weird project he was doing, but he was like talking up like this is going to solve transportation problems. Like, no, it's not. This is going to solve your specific transportation problem.
Yeah,
But I mean, heck, you got the money to do it. You might as well, right? You just don't talk it up as some sort of like world-changing thing.
yeah. Don't get too distracted by shit posting on Twitter.
That's right.
What?
That's all we do now, though.
Yeah, it's
Right?
all I retweet now.
Is a Elon Musk shit post?
Oh,
No,
sorry. You
just
mentioned
generic ones.
Jezebel, and I clicked on like Jezebel. Guys, are you ready for 2021? Get ready for some Great Gatsby fan fiction in 2021
Uh-oh.
because the copyright for Great Gatsby will be over in 2021.
I'm waiting for Great Gatsby fanfiction.
The copyright, I guess, for lots of works but published between 1922 and 1978 were extended by an additional 20 years in 1998 from 75 to 95 years. So on January 1st, 2021, a lot like Agatha Christie novels, like all the Robert Frost poems, F. Scott Fitzgerald's a great this year we've got Agatha Christie books and stuff. It won't be till 2021 when the Great Gatsby will.
So we're gonna get like a lot of real bad Agatha Christie TV series and movies and stuff.
Yep.
Nice.
Except for I don't think we really will. Because someone else who's got stuff floating in the mix are going to find a way to keep it. Because
I
at
don't
this
know.
point,
Well, you get a new Sherlock every fucking year.
but
That's true.
that was from stuff that was really early on that wasn't already co-opted by Disney. Disney's got their hands in a lot of places. That's kind of why there's a video on YouTube from CGP Grey about copyright being forever plus a day.
Yeah.
How that umbrella is going to keep growing and growing and growing, and nothing will ever reach the public domain ever again.
Yeah,
Do you
they
guys
call
wanna
them
know
Mickey
something?
Mouse laws because just every time Mickey Mouse is
Yeah.
about to enter the public domain, suddenly it gets extended.
Yeah.
Yep.
Weird.
I mean, Mickey Mouse would be like, was that 1929?
Something like
So
that.
95 years from then. So that's coming up too.
Which means it won't happen.
Yeah, they'll fix it again. Well, I mean, the copyright law is kind of due to be
Wait.
fixed at this point.
So yeah,
Isn't
Steamboat Willie
that-
was 1928.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
I think that the Mickey Mouse copyright stuff is like they are still actively using that copyright. It's not like it's something that was a novel written and hasn't been touched for 90 years.
Yeah, but they don't want to. They don't want anything to even escape,
Yeah, I know.
even if they're not.
I'm just
using
saying,
it.
at least in Disney's case, they are actively currently using that to make money off of for current workers, not just someone living off of like the Tolkien family living off of the novel sales.
Is copyright for movies and stuff like that different? I assume it's different than just for like a novel, right?
I don't think so.
Or is
I mean,
it just any intellectual property?
We just haven't gotten to the point where movies were made 95 years ago. We're getting
We're
up to
starting
that,
to
though.
get there.
We're gonna start getting some of those. Man, get ready for YouTube videos. Logan Paul reacts to silent movies from the 1920s because it's not
shit.
copyrighted
Buster
anymore.
Keaton! Whoa!
Oh my god, dude, that is gonna
Top
be
10
lit.
Buster Keaton
Okay,
stunts
you
that'll
know-
blow your fucking mind.
When I think a listener pointed out that we No, you did, TJ. You were a listener at the time. Successfully pointed out that I successfully predicted the Snoopy CG movie.
Yes. Yeah, that was
my prediction is going to be that there will be YouTubers using decopyrighted like content in their videos as like a joke for the YouTube copyright algorithm stuff. And like, look at this. Can't copyright strike me for using this footage because it's no longer under copyright law.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna.
But it'll still get struck somehow because it's insane.
Yeah. It'll be like
Just
when
like
I put
how
up a fucking Moonlight Sonata video and it gets
just because my
strike.
PlayerUnknown's Battleground video has a MIDI version of Billie Jean on it that got called by the original master recording of Billie Jean, which I was like, okay, that's a stretch, but whatever you want to do. Like, I guess I don't care because I can't monetize this anyway. So
I guess PlayerUnknown's Battleground is probably still a thing, right?
It is. I actually literally tonight deleted it from my
I should probably do
downloads.
that. It's taking up. I don't know. I don't really want to delete it because I
know.
I think it's fun, but also I haven't played it in several months.
I will say this, and I want to tell you something I've wanted to do for a long time with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, is that I wanted to be able to spectate matches and commentate on them live on Twitch. But like as a fun joke, dumb thing, and make fun of all the people in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can't do that. There's no live like spectating. You can only spectate matches that you previously played in.
Yeah.
Because then you'll have the
So what you do is
one
you enter a
kilometer
game
around you.
You enter a game and just immediately die.
Yeah, and then
you can
it, correct. So I mean, it's just kind of like one of those things. It's like, add a fucking spectator mode, you cowards. Like, if it's not ranked, nobody gives a shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, that's how I would have fun with that game. Because then I could, like, you know, just find, like, dumb shit happening and just clip it, you know? Like, I don't know.
Or just find some other random person that's streaming and spectate their game.
Yeah.
Take
just make fun of
their
them.
audio down and just make fun of them.
Yeah. I guess I could do that. But that's not great. Anyway, subscribe to PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
Yeah. It was PUBG, right? Where he said the N-word?
Yeah, it's PUBG
I think so.
on the bridge.
Yeah. Yep. Don't get Felix near bridges. He gets really
Don't-
racist.
I've only played
it's a very
one
heated moment.
game.
It was a heated gaming moment, to be fair. The 20. I'm trying to think here. Christmas presents, though. Let's get back to that. You got a screwdriver. Matt didn't get anything yet.
No, I got I did
What
my
did
grandma's
Kirsten get you?
a luggage, a like carry-on size luggage rolly thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I did like my grandma's Christmas celebration where I got like food and junk food from. I got this candy apple that I guess was on QVC or something, but it was like a Granny Smith apple, and it was so coated in chocolate and caramel and stuff. Like it was this big. I'm holding up my hands
really?
about the size of my head.
And the apple was normal sized.
Yeah, I made it like a third of the way through, and I wanted to die, so I threw the rest away. Thanks, Grandma.
I bought a chocolate orange because I wanted one.
Because you're fancy. You're a fancy British
I
boy.
have not been to work since the 13th of December because I took off lots of time because I had all of my vacation saved up.
Yeah.
So it's going to feel weird going back in tomorrow because that's it.
You're going to fuck up all the science because you don't
I
remember
used
how
up
to
all
do
my
it.
vacation in like one block, basically. That's not true. I actually went to work last week for 2 days, but it doesn't really feel like I actually went back because I was only there for 2 days. And we had these New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off. So I got an NES Classic Edition.
Can I have it?
No.
Okay.
Are you gonna hack it?
So the reason why I asked for one, because I was like, I don't know if I'm really going to want one. But I saw Nintendo said they're ceasing production on them. So I was like, all right,
yeah.
better get one now, because...
I'm going to just wait till the NES Classic comes out. It'll be so tiny.
I mean, it'd be nice if they had a virtual console, but they don't. So looks like I'm doing this. But they kind of have a virtual console because they seem to be like other publishers are just releasing ports on the Switch for like $8. So I mean that's probably what they'll end up doing. TJ, you just got the screwdriver. You
I got a
get the
couple
love
other
of your
things.
family.
Yeah,
That's always good.
got some pants.
Nice.
I got one of those dollar store like cheap wooden games with like the T's instead of pegs you put in there.
Okay, yeah.
It's golf.
Nice.
It's fun.
Those are fun. I've never solved
Yeah.
one.
No, this isn't one to solve. This is
Oh.
it's a 2-player game. You play against each other. It's
Yeah,
it's fun.
got it. I got socks. I got a hat. I got gloves.
I got a
winter
hat.
gloves. I
Got
got lots of nice things. I
got
used
some
them
slippers.
today with the snowblower because I got the snowblower out and did the driveway for the first time of home ownership. So that was fun. We got a lot of snow. You guys get any snow in Illinois? I don't think so, right?
A little bit, and then it rained and it's gone, and then we got it back again.
Yeah, we got a pretty good amount of snow on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
But like maybe 3 inches, right? 2-3 inches.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
was
too
like
bad.
the really dense, like packing
Yeah.
snow stuff.
Yeah, because the worst part is that it literally happened during driving out to New Year's parties because it was like started snowing heavily at like 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
It was
There's
like,
a
great.
slight kind of like hill that my street's on, and so the way my car was pointing, I was going uphill, and I couldn't make it to the T intersection, so I just had, like stalled out there, and I had to turn around, and my car slid down the hill, and that's how I got out of here to go to my fun New Year's time.
Of course. But it's kind of one of those things that like you realize. So like I was thinking about this, that a lot of people, like the urge for me, and I think a lot of people, is just like, I don't want to go out. I'm just going to stay at home, with my significant other.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like you have to go out to these things. Like you have to have interaction with people or else you lose that connection,
Yeah,
Like
you start to lose your mind.
I know.
I'd been planning on going to see a band at a bar on New Year's, and then New Year's Eve day came, and I'm just like going downtown to a bar on New Year's sounded like the worst fucking thing.
Yeah, especially with the weather being crappy too.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's gonna be just a nightmare downtown. But you went somewhere.
I did.
That's the key. Don't spend New Year's alone. TJ fell asleep though. Did you make it to midnight?
No, I wasn't planning on it
Oh man.
because I had to get up early.
Well, you made it to midnight in like Europe, so
Yeah, exactly. 6 p.m. was UK time midnight.
nice.
But we went to a party at a family friend's house.
Oh, fun.
We took 2 cars, so I left at 9. They got back at 1:45 in the morning.
Oh wow. I mean, you guys
wow.
had the day off though, right?
Yeah, I had the previous 2 days off.
Yeah, so that's fun. Oh, neat. The kids back to school?
No, next week.
Ooh. This week off too, huh?
Yep.
I know in Madison, I think people have. I think their school's back tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Interesting. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough idle chit chat of our lives.
So what's
Yeah,
everybody's New Year's resolutions?
Try to hate this time of year less, but it's hard to. I'm sorry. I'm just this time of year is very depressing for me.
John?
I'm trying to think of what my New Year's resolution is. I think my
I
New
don't-
Year's resolution is to. I don't know. I feel like I got a lot accomplished last year. I got married and bought a house, and like I've like gotten way into my new job.
Yeah.
Like,
so you're going to have to
accomplished
one-up
at
it and get married twice this year.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. I get divorced and married again. That's
There
like
you go.
That. And then
Yeah.
sell the house, flip the house. What? Okay,
Burn the house
it down. Yes.
Insurance fraud.
Yes.
Yes.
And then get arrested. Okay,
And then you get a new wife in jail.
that's right. And
I don't
her name is Jerry. I'll leave that ambiguous.
I don't think I've really made a resolution in years.
Yeah,
and I just watched a video recently that, first of all, resolutions are so soft and whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the better things to do is if you have actual goals to write them down.
Yeah. It's not to like write a resolution of I'm not going to do this. It's like make a concrete goal to accomplish.
And something that you can check in like week after week to keep progress
something
on.
Like achievable. So for me, it might be that I have the Fitbit and I want to try and hit my step goal every day.
My New Year's resolution is to eat so much sushi that I get mercury poisoning.
And die?
Yeah.
And then you have to, and then we can leave this hellhole that is the world now?
Yes.
Can we talk about the world's nightmare that exists? I read an article today where it was a professor from some like MIT or something, I don't remember, just a prestigious tech school. He was paid a speaker fee to come out to like talk to this like I don't know, some like rich capital firm like get together like weekend thing about like the future of technology conference or something. And he said he was paid almost half of his entire salary to just go out and do like one talk. And it was for all these like hedge fund people. And he thought it was going to be this big talk. And then he like went into this like conference room and he was like, oh, this is the green room. Like, no, you know, they'll be coming in. And there's like 6 like tech people came in there like, all right. So I got some questions. So how can we work with technology after the events occur? That is the end of the world, basically.
So we're already in post-apocalyptic planning.
Exactly. So, like, the literally the article was like about all of these rich people asking me, like, "Hey, so with climate science right now, what locations in the world would be safest to move to?" It's like all this, like, we're already giving up. Like, it's so. What's happening? It feels like is that the income inequality has gotten so insane at this point that there is a class of people that are just preparing to just detach themselves from the rest of society, because they're asked questions about how can I keep my security forces working with me to keep people out of my home area after money is no longer worth anything to them.
I was about to say, money won't mean anything.
Yeah, how do I stay rich when there's not money anymore?
I know, it's like all of this insane shit, and it's like, I thought I was coming out to talk about how like we got new AI technology making cars and things. And like, no, it's like, how do I survive the coming apocalypse?
Robots don't care about money, so you buy all the robots, and they're your security force.
His actually security force suggestion was pretty good, and it was just like, if you already have, like, a security personnel or whatever for your family, start treating them like family now. And like including them more and being more generous now, so that in the future they'll want to stay with you rather than
they'll have a Wookiee life debt.
Correct. And so it's just kind of like all this stuff is just like treat people better, and then maybe this won't happen. The event. I mean, like it was like they were explicitly talking about how do I protect my family after everything just explodes. Because it feels like we're there right now. Like, we're right on the edge.
At least it was only, like, a small group of people. So maybe that's not, like, what the rest
It's very
of the world
possible
did.
that could have been a...
very rich preppers.
Yes. I mean, that's what it felt like, preppers.
I mean, the problem is there's also 3 stages of it, or 3 ways that this could go down.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a rise of the poor people.
Yep.
So just straight up a revolution, a la
Viva.
the French Revolution.
They were talking about
Viva
how there's a lot of people moving in like LA to this like neighborhood that's got like 10-foot high walls and stuff and all that, and we're like, hey buddy, ladders exist and blue collar folks know how to use them, so that ain't helping anybody.
Exactly. Number 2 is climate change, obviously, which is going to cause lots of
That's a more long-term thing.
Yeah.
Like that's
but
probably
it also
more like 20 years
It's going to
out.
cause increased instability that could cause the first thing to happen, too.
Exactly. Because it's going to hurt poor people worse.
Yeah. And then third could be, just any sort of large-scale tech malfunction.
Yeah.
That will just cause collapse of society.
So that specifically was brought up if you've watched the television program Mr. Robot. But that the premise of the first season of that is that they were creating a program that would delete all debt, like
all financial debt. debt records.
At all of these, because like all of these banks were using the same like central data storage location to save the financial debt records, and so they're basically just going to remove all debt for everyone.
That would be nice.
And it would ruin the economy.
It would.
Basically. But it would also, for the people who are in the debt part, not ruin the economy because they still have their jobs and whatnot. But for the people that are holding the debt, it would ruin everything. But that was kind of the idea of that show. And so it was a really fun... I didn't watch the second season.
I didn't
the
either.
Season. It was really good. But
first season was good, yeah.
It was.
It's one of those ones that I'm like, yeah, I should get back to that and watch the other seasons. I just never get
But
around
I
to
feel
it.
like, I don't know. I got a story in season 1.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of want to know what happens, but...
So, what are you all doing to prep for the apocalypse?
Nothing. What I'm doing to prep is I'm already too late, probably, in the financial ladder. I mean, we're at the point where it is financially impossible for people to buy homes. It is getting to the point where it's impossible. It's like insane because home ownership pre-2008 was much more attainable. And then post-2008, it became...
Well, isn't part of it being more attainable in pre-2008 was the fact that they were giving loans to people that could never pay them back?
Correct. But also part of that was that people were getting loans they could never pay back. But people were also getting loans they could never pay back because they were trying to flip houses. That was the big problem. Is that people were buying multiple houses and then trying to sell them because, you buy a house 2 months later, it's worth $10,000 more and you haven't had to do anything.
Yeah. And then it crashes and suddenly all the houses you own are worthless.
There were people that could afford houses that got houses. They lost their houses because the stock market collapse made them lose their jobs as well. But but that had nothing to do with that. They probably could have afforded the houses. Now there's a much higher ceiling. It's much harder to get a loan than it was before. There are still programs, but it's just the pay kind of plateaued then, and hasn't really recovered. Like because worker pay was going up, and then 2008 the crash happened, wages went down, everything, and then it's not at the same rate of rise it was before now. So people are just making less every year than they were. Because the money is being funneled away. It's just going to say it right now. This is why I'm all about 2019 for me is like fucking power to the people, man. Like
eat the rich.
Eat the rich. Fucking eat the rich. Seriously.
Eat
and I'm
well
speaking
done with
as
ketchup.
someone who is probably, which is insane to think that I am probably in maybe the upper middle class because I own a home. Yeah. Even though I am still hundreds of $1,000s of debt on that home that I own, but like I was able to get one, which is like, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's like not really. This probably was middle class like 10 years ago, but now it's not because it's just shifted
you're doing
so
what
much.
Like a one income household with a couple of kids could have done easily like a couple decades ago.
Yep.
On minimum wage.
Yeah. But it is hopeful that I mean, not to say all doom and gloom. Like 2018 happened. There are a lot of people talking about income inequality that got elected. Yeah. So we can only hope that continues. Because trickle down.
Once President Warren gets in there, she's gonna fix everything.
I mean, here's the John Danger soundbite for 2019, 2018, 2020.
Oh right, President TJ.
People talk about they talk about Reaganomics, trickle down economics. If what you're receiving is a trickle down, you're always going to be thirsty. That's it. Like it's never going to be enough.
Yeah,
it's not.
A trickle down will never turn into a golden shower.
Trickle down is only a golden shower.
Yeah, that's true. That's what's trickling down.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit, and it's just it's got to change. System's got to change. So we can only hope that'll happen. There's a lot of exciting people that were elected, I think, that are talking a big game right now. So
yeah,
you can only hope that
follow through. Don't trust it until they do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's just like at least we got something going on. Like Barack Obama was the hey, the economic collapse happened. Let's like steadily get through this. And we did.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, all right, now we need to get better. You know, we survived. Now we need to get our own. And it's not going well.
If Obama came in at like a less shitty time, just to like think about.
Oh yeah.
What could have happened? So what we need is white Obama, Beto
Yes.
O'Rourke to come in with Obama.
Beta Cuck O'Rourke.
With Obama as VP and Obama
that
2,
legal?
Electric Boogaloo.
That'd be great. Like,
don't
there ain't no rule against this, bitch.
There
I'm
isn't
back.
technically.
I know.
Also, there's no rule that says a dog can't be vice president. So
Dude,
keep that
get
in
the
mind,
dog
TJ.
from,
The golden
get
retriever from Airbud.
yeah, or you get the dog, Spuds McKenzie. Bring him back.
Spuds McKenzie is
Put
so
some sunglasses on that guy. We'll get a new Spuds. I mean,
Every dog we've seen in commercials is dead.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking
dead.
about.
Taco
when we
Bell dog's dead.
Yeah.
when we did that commercial or we did the looking at the catalogs, they're like, all these pets are dead. Because this is 1994 or whatever. Like, yeah.
The weird thing is you say that when you're looking at other people's still alive pets, and then they usually disappear.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, that's kind of my 2019 mantra is like eat the rich, and it sucks because I like am now a corporate teat suckler.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
I'm
part of
already-
the system.
I'm into.
Did you not
like,
even
the
pay
more-
attention during Fight Club? Come on.
I'm into the management structure stuff. You know, like it's like
Wait, I've been management for like 4 years and I still don't get shit.
corporate management.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
Fair enough.
Like
yeah.
the corporate ladder, and not the local. You know what I mean? Like I went corporate in 2017. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
So not necessarily like managing people, but like managing products and projects.
Okay.
And so
Gotcha.
more corporate stuff.
I can.
I've gotten to the point where managers are people that are mostly HR functions, and I am the getting things done to deliver products to customers function.
Okay.
Corporate structure. Yeah. So
Have you been working on
TJ,
your synergy?
Have you thought of going corporate?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll sell out if I can make money.
I'm willing to sell out.
That's.
But I will say I've gone corporate, but also eat the rich. Like, seriously.
Yeah. See, what you don't know is
None of this
John's
shit.
destroying capitalism from the inside.
I'm on the inside. The call is coming from inside the capitalist house.
I mean, either that or, since I'm 80% through Avengers Infinity War right now, I've been watching it over the past couple days, on and off on my phone on Netflix.
All right, I was about to make a few ending jokes, but
No,
No,
everything's
all right.
everything
I already
ends
know it.
super fine. Everything's great.
I've already been spoiled.
I don't feel so good about doing that.
Yeah.
Making any jokes. Oh man, I am. Speaking of eat the rich, let's talk about some really rich people.
But I was gonna say,
I am amped for the Avengers Endgame coming out.
Yeah. But just like the Black Plague, that would actually distribute resources better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. I mean, like,
That's like what Marvel's been so good at recently is like making the villain make a compelling but also sociopathic argument.
I want to talk about a movie that I saw because I went and saw a movie.
All right, it was Mortal Engines.
No, because it makes you think about income inequality. So my parents saw Mortal Engines, and my mom's
Did they
review
love it?
was that it was great.
Oh man,
I'm sure it's good. I mean,
Yeah.
Peter Jackson, steampunk.
I'm sure it
like,
looks
crazy.
really cool.
Yeah, no, I watched Yorgos Lanthimos' The Favorite, which is a story about Queen Anne and her like female advisor, played by Queen Anne, played by
yeah,
Olivia
I
Colman
I'm
from
going to
Peep
see
Show and a bunch of other stuff.
eventually.
She's amazing. She's in Sherlock as well. She's the lady that marries Watson. But anyway, she's the Queen Anne, and she has her like advisor, played by Rachel Weisz, and then the other person is played by Emma Stone, and she is a former lady, but her husband or her father like basically just lost his like lordship basically. So she is no longer a woman of status. And so, but her cousin is the like queen's right hand lady, and so she's like, "Can I get a job at the castle?" Doing stuff. And then the idea is she basically works her way up into the queen's favor and kind of replaces her cousin. Is basically what you get from the trailer. But like, I was thinking about that movie. It was so incredibly well done. That's probably my favorite movie of the year. It just looks gorgeous. The music's great. Like, the acting's just stellar all around. But the story is so, like, for taking place in like the 1700s England, so accurate to today with the like whole income inequality. Because you have Emma Stone's character, who is someone who was used to be of that world and was thrown down, basically nothing status, who wants to do anything to claw her way back up, including, backstabbing a cousin and relative, to do whatever she can to be around this queen, who's this like ultimate power figure, who turns out is quite needy and not very suited for her job. I don't know if I'm making some parallels here. It's very loud and wants to spend more time hanging out with her friends and playing with her pet rabbits than doing any sort of actual governing.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible because it feels like such
England great again.
a modern story, but told, because it's the way history is. It's always repeating itself. And the idea is like the whole point of the movie is there's one point, and I'm not going to like spoil exactly what happens in the movie, but there's one point where Rachel Weisz's character, the original, I'm not going to look up the names of characters here, but the original Queen's
Rachel
right
is
hand,
Lady Sarah.
Lady Sarah is like, "Hey, I know what you're doing, Emma Stone. You're trying to like replace me. I treated you kind of shitty when you first came back, and I never really liked your side of the family. But like, hey, let's just like stop at this point." And then she, some bad stuff happens, and then Rachel Weisz comes back and says like, and she's like, and Emma Stone's like, I've won, it's over, like, let's just go back. You can have your previous role, and I'm now a lady because I got that from the queen, so everything's happy. And she's like, we're playing two different games here. Like, you got what you wanted, but I'm not done yet. And then basically the movie ends with her leaving England. Like, let's get out of England, because the queen basically throws her out because Emma Stone continues to conspire against her after the fact, because she's paranoid. And then it kind of ends with Emma Stone being there with the queen in the end and being like, I don't want this anymore. I've done all of this. I've been, treading this bullshit line with this person just to be close to power. And now I've got it. And I don't want it anymore. And I actually hate this. And I understand that she was right for actually wanting to leave. And now it turns out that I'm the one that actually got fucked over because she was able to leave. And now I'm stuck here with the queen, whose health is declining throughout the film, and she's needing more and more care. It's just so like, I don't know, it just hit home like really good with like the way things are now. It's just such a good movie. Like, really, really good.
I'd like to hear more about TJ's 80% Avengers review.
So how does one watch 80% of a movie?
I started watching it, let's see, just randomly on my phone while in a parking lot, and then I watched a little bit of it when getting gas, and then I watched a little bit of it.
So this wasn't all 80% in a row. This is just little bits.
I want to mention to Matt, being in a place, I'm not at this point yet in my life, but being in a place where a lot of people that I work with also have families and whatnot, watching movies through multiple sit-down experiences on mobile devices is how things are done. Because like my boss is like, oh yeah, my kid went on, took his nap, and I just kind of sat there in the room watching this movie on my phone because it was the only time I could get it in. Yeah. And it was great. I was like, that's what insane. She said. Like,
if I ever watch a movie in multiple pieces, it's just because I got too drunk and fell asleep.
Yeah, it's just like a thing that what happens is, I think what is the like chart of time versus money
Yeah.
versus health. That's like when you're young, you're healthy, and you have lots of time.
Oh,
you don't have a lot of access.
It's energy, money, and time.
Mm-hmm. So you have all sorts of time, you have all sorts of energy, but you don't have any money, so you can't do anything. And then when you are, middle-aged or in your late 20s and 30s, you have money
And the energy.
Theoretically.
Yep.
You have money. You should have money.
Yep.
You have more money than when you were like 5. But,
Yeah, that is true.
You have the money and you have the energy, but you don't have any time. And then when you're old, you have all of the time and the money, but you don't have any energy. So
Man,
we're
this
fucked
is a
all the time.
really depressing episode.
It's okay. If you're rich, though, it doesn't apply. So,
Yeah.
Because then you can pay people with the money to do all the things that take up your time. So it's pretty great. Great system we have.
And you'll be the first to be eaten.
Yes.
Eat the rich, man.
Your delicious, soft muscles that have never
I'm
been
just
worked.
I'm excited for
veal the rich are.
the 2020 rallies where people are carrying around guillotines. And it's getting real.
Now,
Like,
I kind of have a mini anime review.
okay.
As well in
Good.
here.
I like to
I
hear
didn't put it in the doc
Ooh.
because
undocumented anime reviews.
exactly. At the end of October or early November, they finished with the Persona 5 the animation series, which was okay. Playing the game is still better.
Yeah.
But that series ended on a really weird note, and they said, "Hey, we're going to make this special. It's going to come out on the 30th of December." So they made this special, which does a little bit more. I am going to say that there are some parallels. I'm trying to get John to finish playing Persona 5. There are some parallels to the current political landscape in Persona 5. And this special episode kind of got to that point and kind of went in there.
Is it a very special episode?
It was a very special episode. Let's just say that changing the heart of the worst person in the world doesn't necessarily give you the intended result you want.
Wait, they changed your heart?
No, not yet.
I dunked on you.
I don't have the presidency yet.
Oh, fair enough.
It's coming. Because the people will still choose to be delusional if it fits their mind better. And that part just really, when I played it in the game, less so in the animation because they rushed it. They rushed the entire animation to try and just... To
be fair, though, they're trying to like animate a 100-hour game into like what, 26 30-minute episodes?
Yep, and this special episode is 50 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
So it's double length. And there's going to be another special episode in March. Now, at the end of this episode, they teased something called Persona 5R. Like, there's a website, persona5r.jp, the Japan version of the site. And the teaser just showed a couple of like little blips of a very red animated Tokyo. Just showed a PlayStation logo and said more info coming in March, which is when the new special's coming out.
Got it.
That's all they showed.
Are you sure it's not Persona 5 or where you can pay an unemployed graphic designer to play Persona for you?
Maybe.
Can we talk? Oh man, I was just talking about like eating the rich and the new economy and all of these things. When you're talking about Fiverr, brought me right back to
Fiverr. Fiverr.
Did you know? Oh, TJ.
Yeah, I know. It's a really good joke, right?
Did you know?
Takes a while. It's a slow burn.
Did you know that the people, like a thing happening right now is that people are taking influencer people or like budding like Instagram personality people are now doing fake SpawnCon. So like they're getting they're getting like LaCroix water and being like, LaCroix is the best ad, like all of this stuff, and they're not actually being paid by LaCroix.
They're just doing it to try and seem more legit.
Correct.
Oh man,
it's such BS. It's like okay, so
now people are fake selling out.
Yes, literally, because selling out is what all of the rich people and popular accounts have done. So, yeah,
I
We
only
need
want to sell.
punk music needs to come back.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Give me punk rock Instagram.
punk rock and metal. Like,
I only
fuck
want-
this shit.
I only want to sell out so I can get like free Pepsi brand products.
Yeah.
TJ is
Pepsi,
willing
Frito-Lay,
to ride that Pepsi train.
Taco Bell. It's
Yum
all
brands.
there. Yum
At
brands.
me. At me, bro. TJ will do a Taco Bell sponsored stream.
Yeah. If anybody came to me and was like, "Hey, I noticed you got 10 views on that cool cover you put on YouTube. I want to give you some equipment." And even if it's something I would never normally buy or use, I'd be like, "Hell yeah, I'll suck your corporate dick."
I know. It's the way things are. It's the way it's set up.
Yep.
Because it's the people that get those connections are that get places.
Yeah.
And it's just getting lucky with those connections. But like and positioning yourself.
So
to get
somewhere
those
in a
connections by
boardroom,
being
LaCroix is like,
successful.
"Okay, how can we get people to think that it's cool to pretend to advertise for us, so we
know.
can get free advertisement?"
Well, and part of it is that you have brands actively feeding into this, like Diet Coke with share this Coke with John or something.
Oh yeah,
and
that was
like
the
wanting
most
people.
brilliant fucking social media marketing.
I know,
campaign.
and so they're like building into that themselves. You talk about restaurants that have Instagram friendly like photograph policies, like they want people to photograph the food.
Yeah, the
because
place I was at
that's-
today was like us on Instagram and post
Yep,
a picture with
mhm,
this tag.
post-
And like the top of the flyer was, "Do you want a free entree?" And then it was all that, and then at the end it was, "If we select your picture as one of our favorites, you'll get a like." It's not even. They want everybody to advertise them for a chance to get something back.
That's the point literally where I do draw the line though, because for me it's every time I get one of these things, like especially when like Twitter's like, "Hey, fill out a survey for us," it's like, I'm not going to do work for you unless there's a payment.
Yeah.
So like you have to. That's what I love about Google Opinion Rewards on my Android phone, is that it like gives you all these surveys and then you get like 20 cents for your Google Play balance. It's
points.
just like, I don't know. I mean, I answer a question like, which video thumbnail do I think is more interesting looking? Okay, that one. Give me 25 cents.
Bing
Hell
points.
yeah.
I
Oh, man.
need to redeem some of my
Bing
Bing
points, yeah.
That's
But I mean,
definitely just like feeding into training the YouTube algorithm.
Oh yeah, every time you download something off of your like porn websites, you're just like, "Hey, what is this, a train? Take the pictures of the stop signs."
Yeah.
And it's like you're training AI basically to
Yep.
drive. So it's just kind of crazy when you think about that. But
CGP Grey has a video about that too. How learning or how bots learn.
yep. So that's my
Octavia
life.
Memories in the chat says advertising for the chance to win something is the equivalent of bidding in a restaurant-wide lottery. Like
That's
that's
true.
fine if you want to guarantee me like a $2 off coupon
That's
or something,
true.
even if it's insignificant, as long as it's like a 1-for-1 deal.
You know, the crazy part about that is though that I do this for free now, because I'm like, I got way into like, I think it was last summer, especially when I was on my honeymoon, is like doing the Google. So like I am a Google like verified local guide
Your
reviewer.
Google file.
So like I am totally into just because they gamify reviews. So every review you post gets points. Every like it gets gives you points. Every photo you post gets you like 10 points because they want lots of photos of restaurants and locations. So it's like all of this stuff. It's like, so like I'll be like on vacation with my family and I'll just be like, "Oh, let me get over here in the restaurant and take a picture of this little like wall hanging they have." And so I can put it on my page and get points
Yeah.
for Google.
So that they can
because-
put it in their database that they give to all the kill bots so that they can visually recognize all the places that the prey will be hiding.
I like the chat as well, saying that they probably don't even pick a winner. Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, once a year we do it. You know, like we're not
Wink.
saying how often we're doing it. Yeah, or we tried to email them, but never went through. It's like those sort of things that like there's no way to follow through. It's just BS. Like I don't know. You're doing. I mean, that's like the greatest scam of social media. Is it's basically weaponizing advertising.
Yeah.
And
Well,
and then Facebook
it's
proved
a
that.
result of like for decades our entire entertainment system was built on advertising.
Yeah.
Like since
Yeah.
radio. So
And we got back.
I think we will break out of that eventually, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be this bullshit until that happens.
Yeah. I mean, like we go like right now, especially on the YouTube and stuff, we've moved back to like the way radio used to do ads.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, now we're going to incorporate the product into our program as like
Or
a
like you
sponsor.
take a break to have the
Yeah.
actual host of the show talk
Yep.
about like the glorious product and all
yeah,
of its
with
benefits.
podcasts as well. Like that's just kind of the way it's. We're back to that now.
Yeah. So, anyways, MeUndies is a
Yeah.
really great.
Use the code.
I love that. No, this is like I love getting into my Casper mattress with my MeUndies,
Yep.
and I can't think of any more. Reading my
Audible.
Yeah.
So go to MeUndies.com. Use the Born in the 80s code. Dick Cheney's a war criminal. Put
No,
that
but
in.
he's in that fun new movie, so it's fine.
I want you to go to Casper Mattress.
Yes.
Buy a mattress. In the comment section, fill out Dick Cheney is a war criminal and should be tried in The Hague.
And so
And
is
then you'll
George
get-
Bush.
I promise they'll give
Junior.
you a discount probably. I just want to mention that I'm bringing this up because I read an article today on, I think it was Medium, but it was a person who was talking about I should get this article and just kind of go through it. But they're talking about they were a person who they used to work in the army. It's a lesbian, which isn't super important to the story other than she brings up the fact that she's very butch. You know, she was in the military. She got mistaken as a man a lot of times, and how what she was a cable technician. It was just like a thing that was like, if they think I'm a guy, they're going to bother me less. So I don't even usually correct people, this kind of thing. But anyway, she was talking about how she was a cable tech and all these things, and it was like seeing the humanity of the world, basically, of going into all these people's houses and like seeing the like cat hoarders and all this just horribleness and abusive relationships, weed dealers, like all the whole spectrum of America. And then ended with she wasn't making her numbers because she pointed out that like the way that numbers stuff works is against women specifically. Yeah. Because women can't just pee anywhere or in their trucks like a lot of the guys do between calls. And so one tip I learned from this is if your cable person's there, ask them if they want to use the bathroom and let them use the bathroom, because likely they have been just in their car all day and haven't gotten a chance. And I was like, that's crazy to think about, but like, I'll remember that. Like, and also you can tip them. And she said she's received tips usually from other service people. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Like if someone comes out and fixes your cable, it's like you could tip them. I was like, shit. But anyway, it comes down to she got to whatever, she was really good at her job but just not super fast, and so she eventually got put into we're going to give you the really complicated jobs. And then she got to the point where she got called out to Mary Cheney's house, which is Dick Cheney's daughter, who was also, I believe, the lesbian daughter. And so she had fun times working out at that house. And she said Cheney wasn't there, but her wife, her partner, was super nice and whatever. And then she was like, and then I got called to fix the internet at Dick Cheney's house in his home office. And I was like, oh my God. And she said he was in there while she was like fixing the cable. There's like a bad splitter. Somebody put in a cheap splitter that was like ruining the the whatever. And so she fixed that. And oh my God, the quote that she said she had was she was on the phone with the dispatcher or whatever, and she's like, well, we're going to need a new part because there's something fucked up with the line here. And she said she had to take the opportunity while he was in the room. And she said, like, it's going to take a while. Don't waterboard me over this or anything. but it's just going to take more time. And then she saw he heard, and she was like, all right, well, we're going to have to come back in a week. Someone will be back out. And it's just like, oh, man. And she was like, I never got, he never complained or anything. Didn't hear anything back. Never went there again. But, it was just like, oh, man. Just to get that opportunity to get a little dig in. I'm sure he smiled because, he's like, whatever. That's just fucking insane, man.
Yeah, it just made him hard as the Dickens.
Come on.
Anyway, Yeah. So that was.
Man, this is a really political episode.
It's
Yeah.
just
It's gonna be the
so
year.
much shit is happening.
year of
I'm like
politics.
opening up the Washington Post,
All right.
and
Bite
it's
answers.
just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Let's just get to not political problems, but random real people's problems.
Yeah, people's garbage problems.
We can't fix any of the politics until TJ is running for president in 2020. So let's get on to that.
All right. This title is Addicted to Getting Women.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be like addicted to
And
farts.
this is
based
Yahoo
on the way
Answers,
these
right?
Yahoo Answers have been.
Yahoo Answers.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
This is our
the
count.
100% real story.
Yep.
We had we have points though, right? Where this is our account that we keep doing.
Yeah, can we get a
Golden
point
score.
update first?
Oh, sure. We probably should do that.
Yeah.
Keep in mind it's up. If you also want to just. Why does my stuff keep disappearing? Where I can look up my.
Let's not worry about it. Let's get
Okay,
to
let's
the
not worry about it.
question.
We'll do it later. Because I can't see the. What's the frickin' thing for it?
Go to https
Notifications.
//
Okay. Oh, I punched
Yahoo
my microphone.
Answers.
All right.
Blogspot.
So,
Stop.
but yeah, if you randomly want to email me, it's born in the 80s responds at yahoo.com. But that's not our official email. It's bite. What was it?
I don't know.
What's it?
Do yours because John doesn't check the other one.
Yeah.
It's true actually. Bitecast@gmail.com.
Gmail.
Come on.
Okay.
Born in the
All right.
BITE. But
Yeah, John, while we're answering this question, go ahead and check that email for
I am.
Yeah.
I'm
for
literally
some
doing it
fan
right
mail.
now. But
All right. When I was little, I was weak, apologetic, and desperately needing the attention of girls, even before I knew the concept of sex.
okay.
Same.
I just felt like I needed to have a relationship with them.
Oh wait. Sorry, can I pause this to tell a story about when I was little?
Yeah. Is it from the
So-
cruisy?
No. This is like when I was like 6 or 7. So I got in trouble at the like weird mom and pop ass daycare that I was staying at as a kid because I spanked another 5-year-old girl's bare ass.
Oh.
In,
It comes
in-
out. We got
I was
Louis
5
C.K. over here.
I was 5 at the time. No, okay, so I remember this vividly. So this is to show the difference in households we grew up in. So I remember we were playing house or whatever, and then this chick is probably into BDSM now, but I'm just saying, she had done something wrong in the household and she needed to be punished, and then in her household that meant she needed to be spanked. And I was playing the father in this house game situation. And so I was supposed to. And I was like, okay, I guess this being a follower, a little 5-year-old follower, I was just like, okay, this is the game, I guess, as it's played. So, of course, knowing nothing what's going on. I could just imagine the horror of the, like, fucking overworked daycare worker going in to, like, this, like, fucking, like, playhouse, like, thing in the room with her, like, up against the wall and me doing, like, the 1, 2, like, how many is it supposed to be?
Yeah, and you have
I don't think I
a
actually
leather
got...
collar on that says daddy. Because you were playing the dad,
man.
so you needed a label.
I just remember like that, like not vividly because I was 5, but I remember it being like trouble, and then I don't think I ever played with that person ever again. So I may have been pulled out of the daycare, or she may have been pulled out of the daycare. I know I'm blaming the woman for this by saying she told me to do that, but I remember that vividly as a 5-year-old. Or none of this may have happened. It may have been a dream because it was so long
Yeah, did
ago.
you wake up sticky?
But I think you've told this story on the podcast before.
Did I?
Sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, I thought that was a
I'm
gem
really
that
fucking
had
up
been
the audio on this.
overturned.
Yeah, you are messing up everything.
it got
today.
really loud
The
just a
layout,
second.
all this audio.
I
stuff.
was
Stop.
fixing the layout, okay?
I get you.
Sorry, I had to poop that story out.
Yeah.
All right. So, felt like I needed to have a relationship with them.
Okay.
Many years later,
Okay.
now 16.
Okay, so like...
So this is I'm high school and I've got real world problems.
Like, just wait. Just wait. I
I'm
haven't
16
finished
and
the
this is
sentence.
deep. All right. Yep. Go.
I've fully immersed myself in libertarian, red pill, self-improvement ideas.
Okay, so this kid has read Jordan Peterson novels, or a book.
Libertarian red
literally
pill,
what happened.
Self-improvement. Okay.
Uh-huh.
One of them is not caring what women think of you.
Okay, yep.
I can logically understand why I don't need women to be happy, and quite honestly, I don't even know if I want to anymore. After flirting over text, I don't know why that caused me to be apathetic, but I feel I need female attention to be sane. I don't know what that means.
He needs female attention to feel sane?
To be sane.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
so
him to be
it's
sane.
like-
That makes sense, okay.
Wait, so is he combating the thought that this libertarian ideal said that he doesn't need female attention?
This libertarian
There's
red
a
pill
lot of
idea.
layers to this one.
Yeah.
He's mid red pilling.
He's
mid red
being
pilling.
repelled,
He's having
but also
doubts.
he seems like gets overly attached as well.
Okay.
So he's coming
Yep.
from one extreme to the other.
Okay.
Yep. It's not that I want it. I just feel that my value is directly tied to the women that like me,
Okay.
regardless of any logic.
It sounds like a
proving
high schooler,
opposite
yep.
that. Yep. I just want to be happy now. I don't want to need girls anymore. Almost like amnesia, like I want to forget about caring about them entirely.
Oh, okay. So he wants to self-incel? What is that called? Self-cell?
Volcel,
Volcel.
Volcel.
Voluntary celibate.
There you
which
go.
is just celibate. We didn't have to invent a new fucking word
Volcel
for it.
are incels that want to think better of themselves, so they're saying it's voluntary.
for it. Is there a is like libcel the libertarian incels?
It could be. But I mean, it's this sounds like if a 16-year-old me, who was unsure of myself at 16,
Yeah.
decided to actually try out, basically r/seduction crap.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like this
which-
kid is obviously in a very like vulnerable spot, and this is when toxic ideologies are
Yeah.
able to
Well,
take
and I
hold.
want to talk. We could talk about libertarianism as well.
Yeah.
Is to me, libertarianism is politics of the naive and
Yes.
the politics of the childish, because it is a thing that is like a philosophical. This makes sense that people should,
It makes sense if
build
you
their
don't
own
know
worth.
anything about history.
or the world and how it works. And so it's kind of one of those things that's very insufferable, because every Adam Ham, friend of the podcast, co-host in hiatus, was an insufferable libertarian in high school and college. I was never not liberal the entire time. He changed his allegiance from Republican to libertarian to extremely liberal now. So he went through the spectrum. But, everyone's got that. It's a learning phase,
Yeah.
because you just kind of, and the reason I'm not saying it's because these people are dumb or childish, is because they're young. And it's an idealism that you feel like when you're young, is you want the world to be that way. You want it to be fair. You want it to be, if I
Simple.
make something, I deserve the credit for it. If other people should be allowed, libertarianism is, gay people should be allowed to have the rights, because they should be allowed to do whatever they want,
Yeah.
because it isn't hurting anyone else.
The
all this
problem is
stuff
when it
all
extends
sounds
to
great.
like we shouldn't regulate food or drugs to make
That's
sure
a
that they don't
problem.
have poison in them.
Because, as we talked earlier in the podcast, there are those shadowy figures waiting for the event that are causing all of this horrible shit to happen, because they don't give a shit about the regulations, or they don't have any to stop them from being awful. Yeah, it's a nightmare. But anyway.
It's like when you loosen up the regulations on where cow manure goes.
Yeah.
And for some reason we get an E. coli outbreak in Roman
Yeah,
lettuce.
weird.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works, but
yeah. So what was this kid's question? He's just asking for a way to be able to detach himself from women.
yeah, that's
I
what
got
it
it.
sounds like.
I got a solution.
World of Warcraft and a ponytail.
That's work for me in college. I had a good 2 years in college where I was able to fend him off.
Fend the
Worked
world
on
off.
me.
Yeah, but
No,
not
I
the
will
World
say-
of Warcraft, which
So I will
is the
say-
real world.
Grab. All right. So.
I mean,
kid,
I think we should be sympathetic, but also
gonna-
he needs to kind of learn to get out of his
I'm gonna
that
guess
bubble.
he's. I'm gonna guess he's a Kevin.
Listen, Kevin.
I'm just gonna say Kevin. Listen, Kevin. You want to get away. You want to reduce your desire for approval from women and all this. Get your copy of The Fountainhead. Get your copy of Atlas Shrugged.
Mm-hmm.
Get them all stacked up. Place them on top of your genitals while you sleep. It'll just crush everything, and then you'll never have to think about women again. And you'll have done the world a service.
Yes.
I'm sorry. That was harsh, Kevin.
Keep typing all of this.
Yeah, write all that down. No. We'll get some likes probably.
Yeah.
From
Like,
other
comment,
people,
hit that bell.
yeah.
I would say something like you're.
Can you put fake SpawnCon in our response, please?
Hashtag fake
this
SpawnCon.
response has been
LaCroix.
approved by the Toyota Corporation.
Yes. This is the Audible Ideas Hour where we answer all of the things. I would say that
What is? How do we solve this child's problem?
tell him he's going from one extreme to the other,
Yeah.
and that Red Pill is ultimately a highly self-destructive and toxic ideology. And
Well, I don't think he explicitly says red pill.
well,
He does.
He does.
It's libertarian
does.
red pill. Yeah, you missed it because you're focused on the libertarian part. He's fully immersed himself in libertarian red pill self-improvement ideas.
I
Yeah,
would
it's-
instead try to search for like psychological articles on dependence issues and self-esteem and stuff instead of just some douche red pillar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that self-improvement is good, but red pilling is not self-improvement. Red
No,
pilling is...
It's
That's the thing. Is
It's
that
bullshit.
dehumanization.
their whole red pilling thing is a facade of self-improvement built around egoism. Like,
Yeah.
it is all not actual self-improvement.
it's people
It is-
that don't know what they're talking about pretending to know what they're talking
I mean, that's
about.
literally, yeah. I mean, the whole red pilling is like, oh, this is all like a self-improvement thing. I want to make myself better and more worthwhile and get more out of life, you know, and
And that's the
understand
same
things.
thing that was happening with like pickup artist stuff that ultimately spawned the red pill,
Yeah.
where it was just like people offering you this solution, but
But
they
it's
didn't
a
have
grift.
any kind of psychological training or anything like that.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
was
it's a
ultimately
grift.
yeah,
I mean, he talks about this. He's like talking about what he's talking about literature that he was into and stuff.
yeah.
And it's like, this is why red pill exists, because they want to sell books. They want to sell methods. They want you to join their clubs, go on their websites. I mean, it's a grift. It's just like any Tony Robbins type self-improvement stuff. They like, okay, yeah, I can teach you the secrets to unlock. You know, it's like Scientology, like secrets to a better self. You know,
Yeah.
just
Wait, are
insert
you
your credit
telling me
card number
there's
here.
an easy fix for everything
Yeah.
in my life?
Yeah,
Sign
I mean,
me up. And then at the end, tell them to download and play Super Seducer 2.
I've probably played one of those.
I just love how this guy is like eating half the red pill, and he's like, but I still want to be able to talk to women.
Well, it's
It
more
seems-
like he feels guilty that he can't live up to red pill ideologies. He's like, but I feel bad that I like talking to women and I care about what they think. How do I stop that? It's like, no, you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And somehow TJ's turning this into a coherent thing to post.
I would say my best response to this entire situation is don't join another group and be a follower.
Join
with
my
your
group of
own-
non-followers. We meet every Tuesday.
Come up with your own opinions and ideas. You know, use multiple sources. Don't focus on certain voices and whatnot. Like,
Yeah.
because there is so much out there, and it's so easy to get into a bubble, like you were saying, TJ. He's got to get out of the bubble. TJ's just writing life advice down.
And then
TJ's
also,
a
like,
saint
tell him
here.
to get, like, super high.
Yeah. Also, tell him to listen to the Joe Rogan Experience. It's just the best podcast
Yeah.
ever.
You can literally experience Joe Rogan on that show.
Do some ayahuasca.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about it on Joe Rogan Experience. I don't know anything about that podcast other than
No.
a friend of mine was on it.
Really?
I used to do stand up. Yeah, I used to do stand up in Madison. He moved out to LA.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's really funny.
All right. I got something.
All right, what did we come up with?
I love. You know what? I love this segment just for TJ distilling down our word vomit.
Yeah, we're just spitballing bullshit,
and he's pulled out the good ideas from that.
All right.
Okay.
So, you seem to be trying to solve one problem by jumping to the extremely opposite end, to the extreme opposite end. Sorry.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what I get for reading this helps. Red pill ideology is truly just egoism disguised as self-improvement. You increase your apparent self-worth by trampling on the lives of others, ultimately hurting yourself as well. At this point in your life, you can build genuine friendships as well as romantic relationships with women just by treating them as the people they are. Just be the you that you really want to be, and people will gravitate to that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking good.
That's so good. And that's the thing. One thing that worked for me in high school is... because I remember, because I was, not like the most handsome man, although I did win best hair.
Was that pre-ponytail or?
It was not. I did have long flowing locks at some point in high school, but I did not have a ponytail. But I had good shoulder length hair going on, so I won best hair in high school. But I was not, a ladies' man or anything. But one thing is that I had a friend who was in band. It was a woman. Who's cool. Just we all hung out together. The band is like where you get fucking laid, by the way.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yep.
it is a lot of co-ed stuff going on.
Yep.
Well, no, I didn't either, but like definitely like
because I was percussionist.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well,
in my high school, it was only percussionists getting laid.
Got it. But I mean, you definitely got to
like I'm 16 and I have a faint hit of muscle tone in my arm. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, the flutist the flautist just yeah.
Anyway, but
swoon.
weird things happen on band trips. Anyway, what I'm saying is that like oh my god, I've gotten off my band trip tangent. Sorry. What?
You had the greatest hair.
Oh yes, okay. So I wasn't great in high school, but I had a friend. Yeah, okay. This is bringing it all back, and it was kind of like a guru moment where they were just like, "I don't care what other people think of me. I'm just gonna be who I want to be, and if people show up for that, that's who I'm gonna be with." I was like, "That is so exactly the way to live life."
Yeah,
it's like don't care about what other people think.
I would say one caveat to that is if the person you want to be is like really shitty and hurts other people, don't be that.
That's true. But
Sure.
the thought is I'm saying for this guy right here is if you want to be that shitty red pill guy, you should know that you're not going to have the women stuff. Like, so you got a choice to make here. Like, so, and that's what I'm saying is if you want to be that guy, then don't care what people think, and the people that want to be with you will gravitate to you. But for me, that was like, don't give a shit about what people think about what you're wearing, the way your hair is, what music you listen to, all that shit doesn't matter. Like, and it was so true because like I grew up in a small town, my high school graduating class was like 70 kids. Mm-hmm. So like there was not a lot of room for being unique and different from other people there because it was such a small community. So everyone kind of had to be small town America fit in. But it was a thing that basically but then it was a point where in high school I just didn't give a shit. Yeah. I was just like, I'm gonna be into anime and have my one anime friend Adam and like hang out, and like, still do other stuff and be involved in other things, but like not care. And then when I got to college, it was like, oh, okay, there's tons of other people that are cool that I can hang out with.
Yep.
Like it's just kind of like one of those things. Is like, just be who you're gonna be. Don't care about what other people are. Keep yourself out in the open, and you'll meet the right people. Like, anyway.
All right, I'm going to submit that. Well, what I got.
Yeah.
I think we solved it.
That felt like a good, hopeful thing. Like, I feel like if this kid reads this and ditches the red pill, we may have, like, affected the world in a good way.
Also, like, another benefit of this segment is if anybody happens to be listening to us talk, like, maybe they got some good advice.
Yeah, maybe they learned English.
Yeah. So, shout out to SPKY Bolt in the chat.
Close. Spike Bolt.
Spike Bolt? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's what it looks like to me.
Spike Bolt.
In the chat.
Our German
I was thinking about this.
Who's learning English.
Is this is probably a genius way to immerse yourself in other languages.
Yeah, if you just want to learn like conversational stuff, just like listening
that's like
to
a
podcasts,
smart idea.
great.
Like I'm into it. Like because like a lot of people when they talk about learning languages, is the hardest thing is just getting basic conversational.
Yeah,
because like when you watch TV programs, it's all done up for effect and for
or if you're like in a class, you're doing like strict grammar, but you don't
it doesn't
hear
the
how
way
people
actually talk. It's
Podcasts
just,
are great for that.
Podcasts are great. Like Born in the 80s.
Yeah, born in the 80s.net.
I found the notifications tab.
Okay.
No new notifications.
So
okay, does that mean we've got like 100 more points?
No score updates.
Okay.
Well, let's just check our points. I didn't check our points. We're at 145 points just because we got the 2 more points for answering today.
Nice. We're going to game the system and make the world a better place.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I talked about this earlier, so I feel like I should mention that the Codenames picture board game that I played is it's like a matrix of pictures that you lay out on the board. I'm going to put a link in the doc so that under John's thing so that you can help me describe it if I struggle. But it's basically like a little matrix of pictures that all have neat little drawings on. And one person has the key to show which pictures belong to your team. And you say, like the number of cards and then a one-word thing that describes the pictures, right? So then your teammates have to pick out that many cards that have the thing. But if they hit the other person's pictures, the turn-ons. If they hit neutral pictures, the turn-ons. If they hit the assassin card, the game's over, you lost. So that, I just didn't want to leave that like hanging out for anybody that heard me say that earlier and was like, I really care for some reason about what that game is.
Codenames pictures.
Yeah.
Well,
I heard good things about Codenames, yeah.
We could put a little link in the old Discord.
Buy it on our Amazon affiliate link.
That we don't have anymore.
It's
I thought it was inactive. That became inactive.
Whatever.
Sadly.
This is on Target anyway, you give the link for.
Target affiliate. Well, I put that link so that you guys could see it. That was for you.
I get a discount. So yeah.
TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you use a Target discount for my benefit? No, it was a GameStop discount for my benefit when you got me a gift.
Yes.
Right?
Probably.
You got me that board game?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yes.
now
the
you hold
party?
stuff at Savers for you, so it's...
I still have mine I have never played in my car.
It's kind of one of those things that like I have lots of board games and I never play them because you have to have like a group together for them.
You need like friends that you
But then
meet
you bring
in
them all
person.
out and you have a good time. I should have brought that to my
Yeah,
We have
I got there. I have a game called Action News that I kickstarted a long time ago and have never
Yeah,
played.
we didn't get to play that yet.
Because you need 3 players, and I'd never have 2 people in my physical location at the same
All
time.
right, I got it, Matt.
But I got
John
there
over
last
there.
night. I was like, "Shit, we're playing games. I should have brought that."
Matt, let's get on Twitch.
Okay.
Mail me my deal. Deal me through the mail my
Okay.
cards
Yeah.
from your thing, and then deal TJ through the mail the cards for his farm.
We could all get
And we'll-
fax machines.
That's true. You could fax me the cards.
No,
Or we could all buy it, and then we would have the cards.
No, I got an idea. You set up 2 channels on
Okay.
Hangouts.
Okay.
You
Okay.
only watch the Twitch stuff live, and then he puts your cards underneath like a webcam or like a camera that goes through Hangouts.
You could probably do that. It wouldn't be Hangouts though. You could even make it simpler. You could it'd just be like a
separate input.
a video call, or a separate app where he just has his phone with my cards. Oh man, you could do that.
Yeah, and we
You
will
just-
tomorrow night on
Nope.
twitch.tv
I
slash
can't.
Matt Haig Music.
I'm busy tomorrow night, but Matt
Live,
can play with.
It's a channel where we all play live card games every week, and you should subscribe.
My favorite thing is when TJ plays.
You can't sub yet.
Lots of.
Oh, right. But do the follow thing, whatever that is.
When TJ plays.
This
What's it
broadcast definitely boosted my average viewer count, so I might become affiliate pretty soon. I think I have to stream like one more day.
All right. Well, it's the month
Nice.
is over, so. But anyway.
No, it's any 30-day period.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's rolling.
Got it.
Yep.
So the
When When I stream blinking video games because I
no,
can't get
when
it to work.
when TJ streams
Party games?
Jackbox games, then we get a bunch of people throwing the N-word up in there.
Oh, yeah. That was lovely.
It wasn't Jackbox. That was Use Your Words.
That was Quiplash.
Oh, I thought we had to Use Your
really?
Words where that happened
maybe.
too.
Oh, yes, that was right.
We did.
Yeah,
no,
we
what
did.
we had was, it was a long play. Because I think we were playing Use Your Words with these people, and they were making some kind of edgelordy jokes, but they weren't like that bad. I was like, all right, whatever. Like,
And there was
and
the
then
final
we got
round.
to Quiplash, and then it was just like fucking, like they were
And
like,
I'm just like, boom.
yeah.
But there,
all
there
right,
wasn't like a
stream over.
filter.
There is.
They
No,
just
it's
did
It's
alternate
as you
spelling.
see it, you can you can censor it, but
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's yeah.
and you have the Twitch delay, so
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter.
either way it outputted. It actually
Yeah.
did show.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yep.
It's just weird that there's not like a filter on their submission that catches it before it even gets to you.
It's hard, it would be so hard to do especially because it's a game that's meant to be mostly played in a group room with a bunch of other people. It's like
Yeah.
so it
Yeah,
doesn't
that
really
makes
matter.
They don't
But,
really
like, when you play
optimize
it over
for
Twitch.
streaming.
So they did fix it in the fact that like you can require a Twitch login to do it. So
Yes, I like
that
doing that.
it's
But
tied to a real account then. So someone has to. But the problem with that is if you're playing with people that don't have Twitch accounts, it's like it doesn't really.
yeah, set up a Twitch account just to do this.
I know, but then
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, exactly.
everyone should have a Twitch account anyway because
And
it's
anyway,
easy to set up.
Because
If you
Jeff Bezos will take over the world.
That's right.
Anyone watching us right now that wants to play Jackbox after this is all over, which
I'm going to bed.
sure we're getting close.
Yeah.
You could go over to my buddy's channel,
Channel.
Jeremy TTU. He's doing all of the Jackboxes with his wife, fiance, spouse, whatever.
Business partner.
I just found him when I was looking at Jackbox one day, like a couple of years ago, and he's got TTU in his name. I used to work at a TTU, Tennessee Tech University, and no, he was a Texas Tech alum.
Nice.
The
I just
famous
wanna mention-
TTU rivalry.
The free games with Prime for January has come out. There's
I don't have
Hyperlight Drifter,
Ooh.
Orwell,
Mm-hmm.
Republique, and Bomber Crew. But I think Bomber Crew is a game I was thinking about trying. So
There's
I
also
might have
the,
Republic already.
There's a Devolver Digital pack, but I don't know what's included in that.
I don't know what's included either. I already claimed it.
Yeah,
I got
I
a bunch
did
of
too.
games added to my app, and I don't know which ones they are because I had a bunch of other stuff that also was free. I'm assuming it's probably some of the weird, like Dub. I think Dub Wars is that. Anyway, but the Twitch thing has been pretty great for free games.
Yeah, I have more games than I'll ever be able to play for free.
Well, I
on
think you
Twitch.
got Pillars of Eternity free, which is an incredible like CRPG, like
Canadian
100-hour
RPG.
game. I played a ton of that. Tyranny, which is like a sequel. Tyranny, I really want to play because it's kind of like Tyranny is like a RPG game where you are the bad guy. You play like a Hell Knight paladin who's like laying down the lawful evil laws. Basically, sounds
Okay.
pretty awesome. Like as a game.
Matt, get PlayStation Plus.
I think I have it.
Cool. Portal Knights is free. You can play with us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you get free games from that too. I haven't actually played my PlayStation
It is expensive.
in quite a while.
PlayStation Plus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's $60 a year. I mean, it's not like super expensive, but
Ooh, I've been wanting to try out Steep. Steep.
yes, I know. I saw Steep as a PlayStation Plus game for. I almost bought that. I took it off of my Steam wish list because I was like, nope, I already got it for free.
Amplitude on PS3, but I think someone's telling me it's cross-buy from what I heard, but I already
really?
have it on PS4.
those PlayStation Plus games, when you get the free one, do you have that, or is it just like it'll
As long as
expire
you have
after
Plus.
the month? Okay.
If your PlayStation Plus
Expires.
expires, you won't be able to access the games anymore.
So, like,
until
if
you
I
get
wanted to
Plus
play
again.
like a steaming pile of garbage, I could still play Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
As long as you have Plus, you'll have it for as long as you have Plus. If it ends, you don't have access. If it renews, you get access to those games again.
Yeah, it's
The
weird.
ones
Okay.
you'd already purchased.
That's cool.
It's like a
Yeah.
collection that you build. It's like building like a Netflix library of games every month.
Yeah.
That if you unsubscribe, you can't access, but if you resubscribe, they're still there. They didn't go away. You didn't
That's
lose your
weird.
access.
a
Yeah,
weird
it
way
works
to set
though.
that up.
It is different than I believe the Twitch
I might set
Prime
up.
games is just you get them.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing with Xbox Live. You just get them, you have them.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, that is the way that works, isn't it?
I might have to set up my PS3 because I've always wanted to try Zone of the Enders, and the HD collection is free.
I thought. Wait, it's not the PS4 version.
They don't make a
They just
PS4 version,
released it. They did recently.
but it's the PS3 HD collection. And
Oh, you know what? I saw it on the store page, and I bet it was the PlayStation Now thing.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, I think we should end.
Yep.
Boy, we didn't get to a lot of stuff I had on my list, but that's fine.
That's why I never put anything in there.
Well, sometimes we need the things in there or something.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So it's nice to have them, but
If anyone wants to play Smash with me, my friend code is, just go to our Discord and I'll put it there.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
it in the game
YOLO420.com/bornintheeighties, all lowercase.
Yep.
yeah, that'll be in the game section.
I just changed our ROM of the month.
Nothing but games.
No, that's a good thing to have in there, like game chats.
Yeah.
I got to think of my game of the year 2018.
It's tough. It's really tough this year.
Yeah,
Fallout
last year was
76.
pretty easy.
I mean, I didn't play Red Dead.
No,
And regardless,
I'm really interested in the online stuff that's coming for Red Dead. So I might.
I heard it's garbage right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll get better. But Grand Theft Auto Online was garbage. And
But
it's
just like the
legitimately
idea
an
of
incredible
being
game.
online cowboys is really interesting,
Yeah.
and I might
Yeah.
get it eventually.
Yeah. Red Dead will probably be on my list, although I only played like 4 hours of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was still an interesting 4 hours.
There were a lot of games this year.
Yeah.
A lot of games. I still haven't played Detroit. And that's one of the last games I got for free before I left GameStop.
Wait, what was last year's game of the year that was easy? Was that Zelda?
Super Mario Odyssey.
It was Zelda or Odyssey. Zelda started the year. Odyssey ended
Got
the
it.
year.
Got it.
Zelda got
I
them
thought
all.
Zelda might have been 2016, but it was 2017.
It's 2017.
Zelda
March.
was my Zelda was my game of the year last year then, and then Mario Odyssey close second.
Hey John, where can people find you on the internet?
John_Danger at twitter.com, the hell site that no one should go
Yes.
on.
Yep.
You can find
Or
me everywhere.
bornintheeighties.net.
You can find me
website.
everywhere at matthigmusic.com, Matt Hig Music Twitter and Twitch and YouTube and stuff.
Yep.
Spotify.
That's me. That's me. TJ Hindsight May. That's over at May of May 84 on Twitter. At May of May everywhere else, including on Twitch. And
Or stream
technically,
sometimes.
and technically Facebook,
Yeah.
but I don't use Facebook.
Vote TJ.
Vote TJ.
2020.
Yep.
2020.
Write
Hindsight
it
is
in.
2020.
Don't
Alright.
actually vote
Do
for
it.
the Democratic candidate, please.
Alright.
Or we have to break the system to make
You
it
know
work better for third parties
Vote your conscience.
before that happens.
Vote your conscience.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye,
Unless
everyone.
your conscience is terrible, and then don't vote. I bought a lot of games in the Steam sale.
Hey,
Valkyria
welcome,
Chronicles
three
is one of
viewers.
them.
How are you?
One
You're
of them's
definitely
me.
not just us.
Because I think number 2 is on like the PSP or something.
Oh, they did some bullshit like that. Let me look at my recent games. What did I buy? I bought Path of Exile, and by bought I mean installed, because it's free. Bought Farm Together, which I played 8 minutes of, and I may not keep that one, because I think it was $12. I bought Endless Legend, which I wanted to play. Bought House Flipper, which I played 5 hours of this last week. And Slay the Spire, which I played about 6 hours in one sitting. I bought Valkyria Chronicles, which I haven't installed yet. I bought Buzzy Field Trips Let's Explore the Airport, which is a CD I had when I was a kid on my Windows 95 computer. So I wanted to buy that. I got that like the Sega collection thing.
The whole collection? Or just part of it?
The whole collection
Well,
of Sega.
it's the thing that's on Steam.
Okay, so 52 games or so.
The Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics.
Okay. Yeah, they just call it that because it's worldwide. I think it's the same thing I have my 360.
Like Pitbull.
Does it have Toe Jam and Earl 1 and 2?
I don't know. I'm going to launch it now, and let's find out.
Okay. I'm going to get up Yahoo Answers in case we do that today.
Yeah, we should.
Distant sparks call to a past yet unnamed.
Is there lyrics to that song?
There are lyrics to Lifelight, yes.
Nice.
Colors weaving to aspire a flame. Distant sparks call to
Sega
a
Mega
past
Drive
yet
Classics has stolen my mouse.
Yep, it does that.
I just wanted to look and see what games are in this thing. Alright, here we go. Let's see what game... Because I bought like the whole collection that just included all the games. Let's see. I've got... Okay. I've got Alex Kidd, Alien Soldier, Alien Storm, Altered Beast, Beyond Oasis, Bonanza Brothers, Biohazard, Battle, Columns.
Okay, yep. Okay,
2
you got
and 3.
You've got exactly the collection.
Crackdown, Decapitech, Dr. Robotnik, Me, Beam, Machine,
Wait.
Dynamite, Heady, Echo, the Dolphin, Echo.
Columns
Echo,
1 and
Echo.
3.
Yep, no 2.
Yeah.
Fatal Labyrinth, Flicky, Game Ground,
I love Flicky.
Golden Axe 1, 2, 3, Gunstar, Kid Chameleon, Landstalker, Light Crusader, Fantasy Star 2, 3, not Fantasy Star 1 for some reason.
Because that was on the Master System.
I know, but it was also on the other.
You had to unlock it because it wasn't a Genesis game.
I know, but this also has Master System games as well, so there's no excuse here. Yes.
Does it?
Yes. It has Alex Kidd.
They made an Alex Kidd for Genesis.
Okay, but there are. It says Mega Drive and Genesis collection.
Yeah. Mega Drive is what they call the Genesis in the rest of the world.
Okay.
Master System's a different system.
Got it.
I actually had a whole diatribe about the Genesis collections from PS2 to present, because all the new ones have more stuff but are less complete than they were before. Because you have Sonic 1 and 2, and that's it.
Yeah, this has Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
What?
Yeah.
As separate games or as a combo?
As a combo.
Well, that's freaking bullcrap, because I can't get that on mine.
Well, on Steam they have it.
Well,
Sonic
I probably
3D,
could play on Steam.
Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball, Space Harrier 2, Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3. What else do we got?
Toe Jam?
Super Thunderblade, Sword of Vermilion, Revenge of Shinobi, Toe Jam and Earl, Toe Jam and Turl 2.
Panic of
Vector Man 2, Virtua Fighter 2, Wonder Boy 3, Monster Lair, and Wonder Boy and Monster World.
Okay.
So, it's a pretty good collection.
It's a little bit more than what I got.
Yeah, I think on Steam it was the, it's the one where you're like in a virtual bedroom.
Yep.
And it's, I think on Steam, during the Steam sale, I think it's like $12 for all of them. I was like, alright. Even though I own the Xbox 360 one, but the problem is that the Xbox 360 one doesn't have, you know, I can't hook up my Xbox 360 anymore.
Yeah, the current console ones for Xbox One, Switch, and PS4 don't have Sonic 3, don't have Sonic and Knuckles. If you go back to the one for 360 and PS3,
yeah,
that one does have Sonic 3 and does have Sonic and Knuckles, but has none of the lock-on variants. So you can't play Knuckles in Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but yet you can do that in the ones for PS2, Xbox, and GameCube.
Although I guess I wouldn't necessarily want to play Phantasy Star 1. They have that Sega Ages
garbage.
Collection. Well,
I tried playing it.
I thought about getting it because like Kotaku was like fucking pooping themselves over it.
Yeah, but 2 and 3 are so much better.
Yeah, because and I've heard Phantasy Star 4 is like really good.
Yeah, it's
like up there with good RPGs.
It's on par with the good Super Nintendo ones.
Yeah.
And you already know the names of all the spells because you played Phantasy Star Online.
Yeah.
Foyer being your fire spell.
Oh yeah, I didn't even make the connection now. That those are like connected.
Zone Day is your electric.
Matt, can we start recording? What's going on?
Yeah. I'm ready to go whenever.
I thought you were still. Are you still fucking around, or you got everything set up?
Everything is unfucked.
Turn off this light when you're done, though. I did not want it on.
Do.
TJ is child wrangling currently.
Trangling.
Hey, check out this sick Amazon gift card I got for buying TurboTax.
Oh, yeah. You sure bought... Why did you buy TurboTax?
Why not?
Don't you just use it online? And then, pay a fee when you submit?
I could.
That's what I do.
Or I could buy it and get a $10 gift card.
And then is it free to submit it then?
No, but it includes the submittal, I think. It might not, though, now that I'm thinking about it. No, it includes a free state file and... or it includes a state file and federal file in the price. I think it was like $60 for the weird one that I got, because I have like the fucking super expensive version.
Yeah, that's so I can deduct all my music purchases. I have to be do small business stuff.
Yeah, I have the home and business one because I have my LLC. The Experiment Royale LLC.
Oh yeah, you're still running that.
Which is now a sole partnership, so I don't have to fill out tax stuff for it if I'm not going to declare income or expenses. But I still have to, I think, check it off, which means I have to buy the expensive version so that I can say I had no income and expenses.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It doesn't matter. It's not that much more expensive. It's like $20 more than the other one, because I would need the investor one, anyone that has more expensive stuff in it, because I have investments. Still haven't taken any Patreon money out yet, and I don't know how that would work, but
I think they send you a tax form.
Yeah,
they do.
I had to fill out stuff for Twitch, but I haven't even gotten a payout yet.
But I don't have to worry about the Patreon tax forms yet, because...
But for Patreon and Twitch, is it when you withdraw it or when you technically earned it that matters?
I think it's when you withdraw it. I mean, because I don't have the money yet. I don't. It's not my money until they do the payout. You know what I mean? That's why when you do the payout, it says, all right, you have to fill out this tax form though if you want to get paid.
Okay. So right now it's just some magic money that belongs to Patreon, and it becomes a payment to you when you withdraw it.
Correct. It's like I'm salaried, so I'm earning X dollars per year. And so you're like, yeah, they have that money. They haven't given it to me yet. So I'm not taxed on it until I actually earn it. Although technically I do have it. How do I find out how much money I have sitting in this bank?
What's your bank account again? The number? The password?
1, 3, 8.
Because I look at payouts and it just says
You've not made any pay. You've not
earnings, maybe, but the earnings is just month by month. It's not
welcome to our
earnings.
sixth viewer to John's Finance Talk, where we talk about John's finances.
We're still starting soon. We should just probably start.
Welcome to Born in the 80s 2019 Outrun 2019 edition.
All right, Matt is the host for 2019.
Yes.
TJ will be the host
We're changing
in 2020.
It up. And then John, you can be 2021 again.
TJ, hindsight May is 2020. We're gonna.
That's right.
that year is gonna be my presidential candidacy run.
Also, you're the only one that's not wearing glasses, so that fits.
I can't find mine. I lost them.
Did you see that Kanye West tweeted 2024?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He tweeted a lot of garbage today.
Yeah, he also tweeted about how it was racist to say he can't wear a Trump hat. So he's back on the old Trump train again.
All right.
I don't know why.
So I guess in his logic, it's Trump is going to be reelected in 2020, and then he's going to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
I just like how he like held off and he's just like, I just want people to know where I stand in 2019. It's like, all right, nobody asked for your opinion, but
I wonder if
giving
that's
it.
like having a noticeable effect on his sales. Because
I
I
don't
know
think
when
so.
it first came out, a lot of people.
Well, he's
were
got to
pissed
fucking
off.
put his album out if he wants to have an effect on his sales. Because his album was supposed to come out in like November, and it
Maybe
never
he's
did.
just so rich right now that it doesn't matter. Have we started
yeah.
the podcast?
If I wanted to know where he stands in 2019, I'd want him to turn on his GPS chip so I can follow him. Then I know exactly where he stands.
Yeah, that's true. I mean that the government's out to get you.
Yeah.
All right,
NSA,
let's start.
go away.
We gotta start. Let's do an official opening.